like Tommy said, a message was given to me of something that happened in my life about a year ago, and I didn't act on it. Chris was talking earlier about, when the Lord speaks to you, you need to listen and act upon it. I didn't. And let me tell you, the repercussions of that week that followed, it was life-changing. So when Tommy spoke to me and said, hey, I would like for you to speak, I was ready to just get the opportunity because I felt I let so many down before. Before I get started on this, I just want you to remember this one thing. 34 steps, okay? 34 steps. When I met Doug and Sally and y'all's family, y'all brought me into here and treated me as one of your own. I come from a different denomination, and I'll be honest with you, when I first started coming here, I was scared to death. I'd never been a part of a Church of God service in my life, and when I first started coming here, the main reason why I'd gotten a phone call from my wife, I was at work, and she told me, she said, there was a man walked in the church, grabbed me, took me outside, but I'm okay. I just wanted to let you know before you hear from anywhere else. That sent cold chills down my spine. For one, I was not here to help protect her. For two, I was just so upset at this gentleman. Held all kinds of ill will, feelings towards him and everything. This goes into the next part of my story. I started coming here and listening, but the main thing is that gentleman got me through that door. A lot of people would look at him as the villain of the story, but I look at him as an angel. That gentleman opened my eyes up, got me into that door, and put me right back there on that back pew to where I needed to be. That's what started it. What happened from that forward was the grace of this church. Each and every one of y'all played a part here, getting me here and keeping me here and holding me here. Doug, I'll never forget, he would always ask Tasha or ask me, I hope I didn't offend you, and stuff like that. And I can honestly say, Doug, the only time we've ever offended me is when we talk about football. That was my joke. I had to tell my wife I was getting one joke in. Roll Tide. I may not get to say it much next weekend. And then there's Sally. Sally, you spoke directly to me that one day when you called all of us out and you said we should be starting out right here every single morning of our services or evening, praying and getting our services started. From that point forward, I have not looked back because that spoke to me. That opened my eyes that each and every morning we need to be thanking our Lord for all that he has given us. Whitney, I thank you because you and Tasha's friendship, it's meant a lot to me. It has. To hear the stories that y'all talk about and y'all shopping trips and everything, it brings a smile to my face. Jeremy, I love playing fantasy football with you. I love playing regular sports with you. Your energy and the way you bring these kids into this church and keep some stuff doing, I love it, and I hope it never quits. I hope you're 70-year-old and out there playing basketball with these young kids. Just keep it going. And y'all's newest member, Clay, that y'all have added to y'all's family, I look at Clay I'll look at myself here because we both kind of come in around the same time. He was a little bit before me, I think, but we're both growing into this church, and I love every minute of it. But I'll go ahead and get started on my testimony. I learned a lot of y'all from the church, and y'all didn't realize it. I can remember working at the prison. If y'all don't know, I have worked at the prison for 15 years. That's a half-life sentence is what I tell everybody. I got 15 more to go, and I'll be free. But as y'all would come in on Friday nights, I do believe it was, I think it was Friday, that y'all would come in, I would set up in central control. I would watch y'all come through. Y'all would check your wrist and everything. And y'all didn't know it, but I would go over there to the speaker box, and I would listen because I was just curious. Because, like I said, different denominations, I'd done it to different ones. But listening to Doug speak, he spoke to me several times and didn't even know it. And that's how I first knew y'all as a church, was through work. I didn't expect that through working there over the times that I did, that this place would help heal me. When you work in a prison for 15 years, you start to get what the inmates and the staff calls institutionalized, to where just going out on a family trip, you start doing things that you don't notice that you're doing, but you're doing it. Most people go to a new restaurant, to eat. First thing they're going to do, look at a menu. When I go into a restaurant, first thing I always done is I look for the fire emergency plans because they told me where the exits were. When we took the group to Murfreesboro for that trip, we were sitting there watching the kids and everything, and I couldn't pay attention to the songs because I was looking up on the roofs at the individuals on the roofs. It just makes you paranoid. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. And I have suffered from anxiety from a long time, and I've not let a lot of people know this. When I go into places, I personally have to know where the exits are. When I go to sit at a table, I would not put my back to the doors. Hence where I sat back there all that time. It wasn't because Sandy and Melvin were good company. It was because I had my back up against the wall. That's me. That's what working there at the prison had gotten me into. It was a low, hard place. I hate to say it because I couldn't enjoy life the way I should have been enjoying life. Well, Sally had me, up here praying and everything, and that's something that I prayed on weekly. And one day, out of the blue, I was sitting right there, this very spot, head down, praying to the Lord, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, 34 steps to that door that I had at my back. That door that I so scared to put there, I put all my faith in the Lord praying, and he had healed me, and I didn't even know it. And it was at that moment, I started bawling like a baby. I don't even know if any of y'all remember that, but it was at that point that I thought, you know what? That's a step. That's a huge step. And from that point forward, I have not looked back. You can even ask Tasha in the last year how much I've changed. I still have my tics to where if we're at a red light and I can't control the traffic, I'm constantly stomping my foot, wanting to go. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, that sometimes all you have to do is open your eyes, and the Lord's already healed you, and you don't even know it. In leaving, I had a Bible verse. It's Psalms 46, 1 through 2. God is our refuge, our strength, a very presence, the help in our troubles. Therefore, we will not fear. And I want to leave you with that. But like I said, those 34 steps just to get you in here, up here, praying, asking for the help, that's the first step. Thank y'all.